talking about some recent pickups. I haven't done one of these in almost 2 months, and I've gotten a few things, to say the least. Some of it is clothes, most of it is clothes. It is a gloomy day outside, so flip on some of your favorite music in the background and just join me while we go through some of the things that I've picked up. It's mostly clothes, but there is some things for the house. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the most recent thing I got, and that is this pair of shoes from UGG. Now, these are really cool. They sent me 2 pairs, but the first pair didn't fit, so I had to get a second pair, and this is the colorway I chose. In my opinion, this is the nicest colorway they have in this shoe, but they also do have it in a black and white, which is really cool. So this is called the Tasman, or the Tasman Weather Hybrid. This is a waterproof or water-resistant shoe. It's actually pouring rain outside, and I just use this to go grab a coffee, and it performed very well. There was no worry at all about my feet getting wet, even stepping in large puddles. I just think these are really cool and really casual for those days where you just kind of want to feel relaxed but also comfortable. This is probably, without a doubt, the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn in my life, next to like a Birkenstock or something in the summer. But the inside is completely lined with this like beautiful, I don't know, faux fur, I suppose, and it's just so warm in there. So this is a great like fall winter shoe. This was sent to me from UGG. We did go to a Raptors game together. I actually took my dad. They drove us there in a Rolls Royce, which was insane. And I can't believe my life sometimes. We sat in like box seats, and actually it was my first NBA game and my dad's first NBA game. So that was really cool. They sent a very nice care package to him as well. So we both showed up wearing our UGGs. We also got, I'll just show you. We also both got this beautiful like toiletries bag for traveling. This was such a nice touch. They even hand painted my initials on here, and they did the same thing for my dad. And then inside they filled it with all of these products from Aesop, which was just very kind of them. So we've got everything from body cleansers to like facial toners to like travel size toothpastes and face creams. And if I'm being honest, this toothpaste is some of my favorite toothpaste. I actually bought full-size one upstairs. I guess we can include that in the video. So this is the one that I bought. I got the full-size one. I love it. I just love that it's a very natural taste. It's almost like licoricey, not too minty. And I bought these 2 hand soaps as well. This is just nice to keep in the house. I got 2 different scents. I got the one that says mandarin rind, and then the one that's exfoliating. I like to keep the exfoliating one in the kitchen, because if you're using like garlic and all kinds of spices with your food, it really helps scrub it off. And then the other one in the bathroom. I have a third in the other bathroom down here. I just like to keep the house stocked with these. They are pricey, but in my opinion, once you try it, you can't go back to regular soap. So it's just another reason to continue to work hard in life so I can afford expensive soap. It's stupid, but it makes me happy. Before we move on to the next item, this was just a really nice touch from the UGG team. So if anyone on that team is watching this, I just want to say thank you. This is very personal, and I think, you know, I get a lot of gifts from brands, but when they go that extra mile and add these little details, they also invited me on a trip, hence the travel size products in here. I just think it's a very nice personal touch that goes a long way in building lasting relationships. So very pleased with the way that they've been treating me and my dad so far. Honestly, couldn't have asked for a better night. A lot of core memories were made last night. So again, thank you, UGG. All right, next up, just before we move on, is the first pair of shoes UGG sent me. The reason I didn't settle for these is because they don't fit. So they sent this color, which honestly I really like, but they don't fit. So I got a size 10, which is my size. Unfortunately, these run small. If you are looking into this shoe, just size up 1 whole size. They don't do half sizes. Honestly, the 11 is even a little snug. I might need an 11 and a half, but they don't do half sizes, and I think 12 would be overkill. So I'll live with the 11. I've been having a hard time with shoes lately and sizing. I don't know if what is going on with me, but these ones are no exception. They are a little tricky to size. I would just say size up 1 whole size. All right, sticking with shoes, these are the Puma Aries. I think these are really cool. Now, obviously this isn't like your everyday shoe, and not everybody's gonna love this, but I have styled this recently with a skirt, actually. Feel free to click away now if that offends you. And I thought it looked pretty cool. My girlfriend loves these. So it's the Puma Mostro, but it's a collab with Aries. Now, I've actually never heard of Aries until I saw this. So either Puma is collaborating with people who aren't that large, or I'm an idiot. But either way, I think they're really cool. I love that they have this drawstring here at the back just to sort of adjust it around your ankle. And I love the subtle like burgundy in the colorway here. It just gives it this flavor that I don't know, it just brings it up a notch. I wouldn't like it if it was all black. I think that really makes the shoe. And in these shoes, I'm a 10.5, so pretty true to size, but you gotta be careful with Pumas because their sizing is all over the place. I really like these. These are cool. They were sent to me from Puma, another brand that we are building a relationship with, and you're more than likely gonna see a lot of collaborative posts between us, which is just so exciting for me to grow into a place where I genuinely get to do this for a living and work with brands that I've purchased from and loved since I was a kid. So really, really cool. Again, thank you, Puma. Let's move on. All right, next up, Canada Goose. We went to a Canada Goose event to showcase the new Hyder Ackerman collection, but they only showed us 2 pieces from the collection, so we didn't really see much, to be honest with you. And the 2 pieces are nice. On the way out, they gave us a little gift. Usually you get gifts on the way out of events, and this was what I was given. It is this, oops. I don't know if my girlfriend got the same one or if they only just gave one to me. It is a bucket hat that's quilted on the outside, and then it's reversible, and it's more of like this fleece lined interior. So honestly, really good quality bucket hat. Everything Canada Goose is just made very well. This is a unisex piece. It's really cool, but the issue is I look dumb in bucket hats. I don't like the way it fits me, but my girlfriend loves it and it looks amazing on her. So she's gonna be wearing it. I just wanted to show it to you guys. I really do like the hat, and if bucket hats like suit you, maybe pick one up. I think the black is sick, but again, they just look dumb on me. I'm not even gonna put it on. That's how like self-conscious I am. But I do like it a lot, and I am very grateful to have received it. My girlfriend will get a lot of use out of it. So thank you, Canada Goose. Speaking of Canada Goose, I've actually gone to 2 events recently. The one I just spoke about was the most recent, but prior to that, I went to a Canada Goose event held at like the Art Gallery of Toronto. It was really, really beautiful in there, and they gifted me a piece in advance for me to wear to the event. I'll show you how I styled it here, but this is it. I ended up choosing a women's piece. It was really hard to decide, to be honest with you. They had so many nice pieces, but I chose this incredible like puffer jacket, cropped. They had one that was a little more full and sort of swollen, and I really liked the relaxed look of this, and it also had a larger neck. So I ended up choosing this one, and I love this jacket. Like, this is probably my favorite jacket in terms of puffer jackets at the moment. It is just so chill and so relaxed, and it's so warm and so light at the same time. I'll zip it up for you. I love how high the neck is on it. I think it looks so sick, and it's actually very practical if it gets cold outside, just to like zip it up, but it also has this double zip, so you can style it by opening the bottom and the top as much as you'd like. My favorite part about it though is the fact that it has these straps built in. So if you just go inside and you know where to put your jacket, or like let's say you're at a chalet or something, and you just want to take it off without like having to hold it, it just hangs off your body so well. And I just love this. I feel like every jacket should have this. They are removable if this bothers you, but I don't see why you would ever take it off. So to me, this is just a very, 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 very nice piece. Very expensive. If you are looking to invest in like a winter jacket, I don't know if I could recommend this one, because this is more for the style than it is for the practicality, in my opinion. Because if it was like -40, I would probably choose like a very long coat, layer up with like scarves and wool and stuff. But on a regular, gloomy, average winter day, if you still want to look decent and you're not outside all day, I think this is a really cool piece. Again, that price point is very high, so just keep that in mind when you're shopping. I think for practicality, like, you can do far better for far less, but I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I get to receive things like this that I normally wouldn't buy myself, to test them out and let you know my thoughts. So my thoughts are, this is fucking sick, but for like a regular person, you're probably gonna invest a large chunk of money into one piece for the winter. I don't think it makes sense for this to be that piece, especially if you're not comfortable wearing women's clothing. I've got an extra large in this one, just for reference. I'm 5'11", 185 pounds, depending on my habits, which have been piss poor lately, but keep that in mind when you're shopping. You may like it, but might not make sense. All right, next. This one is not gonna be fun, so feel free to skip over this one if you don't care, but I picked up this book from Indigo the other day, or Chapters, I can't remember what the store was called. I'm kind of a fan of Stanley Tucci. I read his book called Taste, and I had a really fun time reading that book. I think he's just such a very real, passionate, charismatic, sarcastic, and funny person with a big heart. And that's what I took away from his book. I really love food, and I love people who just are true to themselves and share their passions in life. And I think that's why I was drawn to his book in the first place. So this one is new. This is called What I Ate in 1 Year. I haven't even read one line of it yet. I just picked it up the other day, but I can't can't wait to crack this open. I do like to read. I have been reading a lot less lately since we moved, something I plan on changing. Let me know down below if you guys like to read any books and if you have any good recommendations for me, because I'm always on the hunt for something fun to read, something educational, something motivational, and something interesting. So comment below if you have any recommendations. This is what I'll be reading next. I'm gonna try and like speed run through the next few pieces. There's like 10 things beside me here. The first is this beautiful sweater from Uniqlo. I did a collaboration with them recently, and this is the piece I decided to style, as well as others, but this is one of them. It's from the Uniqlo C collection, and this is 100% cashmere. This thing is so soft. I've seen a lot of like mixed reviews and people shitting on the Uniqlo C collection. In my opinion, they're all idiots. That was rude. Nobody's an idiot. There are nice pieces in this collection. I think you just have to be open-minded, but the cashmere pieces are really, really nice. I think the quality is fantastic. The sizing is great. I've got an extra large in this one, so it's just very cozy, very oversized. I love the color of it. I also got it in this amazing, like pale pink, which if you follow me, you know I love pink. This thing is so comfortable and just absolutely stunning. I think these are some of my favorite, like easy to wear, light sweaters that I've ever owned, just because they're so versatile and you can style them in multiple different ways. These are a really welcome addition to my collection or my wardrobe. I will say I haven't washed them yet, and I'm afraid to because I just don't think you can, and I'm just trying to keep them clean. I have a few little stains on this one, and that's the downside of having nice clothes, is if you mess them up, it might be almost impossible to fix. I will do my best to follow the washing instructions and keep this lasting forever, but for now it's treating me well, and I really like these. All right, some more from Uniqlo. Now, it's no secret that I love a cropped garment, so I chose these 2 cropped puffer vests that I just thought were so nice and so different, because men, you know, like to wear like a gilet or like a puffer vest, and because they're very, you know, practical and can be sort of timeless in the right setting. But I like to sort of style things a little differently. So rather than opting for like a men's piece, I chose these women's puffer vests. I like how cropped they are. They give a little more edge to an outfit, and I think I can just have more fun. When I get dressed, a lot of the times, it's fun to me. A lot of people don't maybe relate to that, and that's totally fair. Like, you just want to get dressed practically, quickly, and just make sure you're checking off like the right things to do. Matching your belt to your shoes, pants fit right, shirt fits right, things are clean, check, check, check. That's totally fine. I do that too, but one of my favorite things to do, and I think that's why I'm in this space, is just experiment with different styles in clothing and see how my body looks and how I feel wearing a variety of items and shapes. I've really honed it down to a few things that like I know I like. I'm always trying new things, but I know I love cropped tops and wide pants. I just love the way it makes me feel when I put clothes like that on. So I gravitate towards pieces like this more often than not. I also got the same one in this pale pink. As you can tell, there's a theme here. My favorite colors are pink and blue. I just love where it sits on the waist. I just think it's really fun. I do wish it had a zipper instead of only buttons, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think this is just so cool and so different. Also, here's what the neck looks like, in case you're wondering. That's what it looks like. Now, this isn't gonna keep you super, super warm. Obviously, it's not even covering your butt or anything and your arms. It will help on those mild days. I love these. I haven't worn them that much yet, but now that the weather's changing, it's time. Last piece from Uniqlo, and this might be the best one. Actually, I've got 2 more, I don't know where they are. I've got 3 more pieces from Uniqlo. This is one of them, and this is so nice. So this is part of their regular collection. This is not a collab piece, and this is just a beautiful wool sweater. This thing is so comfortable. It is a very traditional fit. I love a quarter zip, and I just love how cozy this is. I love the color that I chose. You can't go wrong. Honestly, this is so nice. So I've gotten a size large. This thing fits like a glove. My girlfriend loves it on me, and I can't come up with enough nice things to say about it. I just think it's so cozy and looks so good. So here's what it looks like on. Like, this is such a chill piece. And like, I don't know. And I love a collar. I love cropped garments. I love a big collar, and I love wide pants. Those are like my favorite things. This, to me, is just perfect everyday like wear for a man. Like, if you're looking for like a nice basic quarter zip, I would recommend this one 1000%. I feel like everybody needs one in their wardrobe, and this is perfect. The shape is perfect, the quality's there, it's affordable, and I just think you can't go wrong. So maybe keep an eye out. Next time you're in like a mall, go to Uniqlo, try it out. I think it's really sick. Again, I'm wearing a large, And I got 2 more pieces from Uniqlo. These are women's pieces. I like that they're, again, cropped, and they have this beautiful like mock neck. It's not a full turtleneck that folds, but it is a nice high neckline on it. I got a size large in these. Again, not a collab piece, just like their regular collection. I think both of these colors are so nice. If you're not into quarter zips and you want something different, maybe try this. They are more of a cropped fit, so keep that in mind. But I love these ones, and again, like all this Uniqlo stuff that I'm showing you today, I just think is great. Like I've liked Uniqlo in the past, but recently, I don't know what it is. I'm kind of disagreeing with a lot of the sentiment that it's not as good as it used to be, because I think it's like better than ever right now, but take with that what you will and do your own thing. Moving on. All right, next up I got this piece from Roots. This is just a very nice blazer with this like really fun, I don't know if it's a herringbone pattern, but I just love the colors and I love the pattern on it. It's a women's, so I got an extra large. Here's what the pattern looks like up close. Not too much to say about this piece. This was sent to me from them, and I think it's really nice. I've styled it a few times and I will continue to do so, but this is the star of the show. So I got this matching hat, and this to me is like one of the nicest hats I've ever owned. I don't know what it is about it, but the shape is perfect. Like the colors are perfect. It's giving Ralph Lauren or like represent. Obviously they're like inspired by those pieces. Like just look how nice this is. And it goes great with so many colors. It really goes well with black, which I love because I wear a lot of black and a lot of dark colors. So this is just, yeah, this is sick. I'm super, super happy about this hat. And I'm very like grateful to have received it. This one is just so nice. And I've been wearing this almost every single day. As you can tell, my hair is like kind of crazy. So I like a hat. This one is fucking sick. And speaking of Ralph Lauren, I got this hat from them. They sent me a fragrance and they sent me this hat. Another really beautiful hat. I don't know what's going on with these hats I'm getting lately, but they're all so nice. Like I love the way this looks. I love the way this fits. I love the color of it. I think it's so nice. And what a beautiful gift to have received from Ralph Lauren. So thank you guys. And as part of that same package, Ralph Lauren also sent me this fragrance here. I guess it's just called Polo. I don't know if it's called Polo Blue, but it just says Polo on the bottle. This thing smells great. This is just a great everyday, fresh, sporty men's fragrance. This kind of brings me back to like early 2000s or even high school when all fragrances kind of smelled like this. Nothing wrong with it. It's nothing special. God, I'm out of breath from running up the stairs. It's nothing special, but I love it. I just think it's very nostalgic because it's so fresh and clean and sporty. It just brings me back. It kind of gives me like Azzaro Chrome vibes in a way, mixed with like Nautica Voyage. Like that's the family it's in. It doesn't really smell like those, but really nice to have. Sometimes it gets exhausting wearing like really niche or particular perfumes or fragrances, and sometimes you just want something that's a mindless, fresh fragrance, and this is that fragrance, so thank you. Speaking of intense fragrances that aren't mindless and fresh, I did receive this. I won't talk too much about it because I just spoke about it in my last video. It's one of my favorite Tom Ford fragrances ever. So I was sent Black Lacquer from Tom Ford. Oh my God. Extremely bold, extremely woody. Smells like nail polish at first spray. Absolutely incredible fragrance. One of my favorite in my entire collection. I would probably rebuy this when it runs out, but hopefully it doesn't run out for a very long time because it's like over $500. But this thing is so sick. What an amazing gift to receive. Again, if anybody at the Tom Ford team or the PR team who represented them, who gave me this, is watching, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Moving on. All right, next up I'm gonna show you some pieces that are samples for the Charles Mackenzie collection. I just got them in the mail after like 3 long months of waiting in complete radio silence from the manufacturer. I guess they got sick and the person who like runs it just doesn't have backup. So I got no answers to any phone calls, no answers to any emails, no answers to any text. I called them on Instagram. I literally was gonna show up at their fucking house. I was so angry. This guy literally just disappeared off the face of the earth with all my patterns, all my reference garments, which are from my dad's closet, which hold sentimental value to me. So I'm trapped working with them because they have all my stuff. I can't go to another manufacturer. They have everything I need. So they just fucked me over essentially. But these are the pieces we're working on. I finally got the samples. This is what it looks like. So I have this one here in this beautiful fabric. I'm not actually gonna go with this one, although I do like it. I wanted something softer with more of a drape. I love a mandarin collar on it. And I love how we've done this sort of like extra fabric here to conceal the buttons and keep it super clean. This isn't the fabric that I'm gonna go with. So I'm actually gonna go with this fabric instead, which is this beautiful gauze fabric. You can see the texture in it here. And it's very light and very drapey, which was my intention. So I'm gonna run this in a couple different colors. However, they won't be ready until next year now because of this absolute debauchery of a situation. But here's what it looks like on. Almost perfect. The thing that they didn't do was listen to me about not having this tail. I wanted it straight with a little slit in the side and then the shoulder to drop down. So just slightly more relaxed, a couple minor tweaks to the pattern and we'll be good to go. And I guess while we're talking about the manufacturing process, this is actually the new Charles Mackenzie tank top or wife pleaser. I couldn't be happier with it. This is now a new manufacturer, a new fabric, and slightly different shape. I've moved the straps inward slightly. They kind of used to flare out a little bit too much for my liking, but that last manufacturer was a nightmare to deal with, so this new one got it right for me. This is the final sample that we ran with them, and I like how high up the armholes come. This is gonna be a size medium, so very, very tight fitting, but doesn't feel as restricting as the previous because the fabric is slightly lighter. Here's what it looks like up close. Now, if you're new here, you might not know that I make clothes. The tank top was my first passion project 2 years ago. I spent 1 whole year developing, like, in my opinion, the perfect tank top, because you can't find a good tank top fucking anywhere. They all are like 100% cotton. They're either too loose or after 10 minutes, they all stretch out and sag. They have really low necklines with really thin straps, so they look like kind of quintessential like trailer trash. Not to be that guy, but that's like what they look like. I just wanted it to like be tight. I wanted it to have a higher neckline. I wanted it to feel more elevated, and I just wanted it to stay tight all day. So we've gone with a 95% cotton, 5% spandex blend. The previous one was 220 GSM. This one's around 200, I have to confirm, but this I've been wearing for like a week. I haven't washed it, it's still tight. In my opinion, I've made the perfect tank top. Previously, we had just so many issues with manufacturing. It cost, I think my cost was 70-ish, maybe even more per tank top. We sold them for 80. This time around, I was able to get my cost way, way down. I still am waiting on final numbers, but I will tell you it's under $20. This is me I probably shouldn't be this transparent, to be honest with you, but my cost is below 20 and I'm gonna sell them for 50. Talking USD right now, and that to me is a huge win. I might even try and price them lower than 50, but it depends because like we haven't shipped it here yet. There's gonna be duties and all that stuff I have to factor in. So my cost very likely will go up, but what a huge step forward from where we were a year and a half ago to where we are now. It's just unbelievable how long it takes. Very happy with the progress. They will be for sale hopefully soon. Hopefully within like 2 months, I'll have them back up on the website for a restock. We're doing white and black. I know you guys love the black ones. They sold out like that the first time. The last change I didn't mention is there's gonna be a double stitch on the hem, so it'll look a little more like premium. Otherwise, it's gonna be exactly what you see here today. So that's that. And before I go, I got some new stuff for the house that I would like to show you. Obviously, I really care about furniture and interior design. We haven't really partnered with any furniture brands yet, but we are in discussions with a few. We are looking for a couch, like really need a couch. Obviously, like we want a new rug and a new coffee table and some storage solutions as well. But we did get some pieces from the brand Umbra, who, you know, you look at them and you're like, okay, cool. You do some like kitchen stuff and random like utensils, like nothing crazy. But there are like, if you've got a good eye or you dive deep, like there are some really cool pieces that they have. And one of them is right in front of me. It is this beautiful acrylic stool slash like magazine rack slash side table. So this is what it looks like. Honestly, you've probably seen this before on social media. This thing is sick. It's also like quite heavy and like we're obsessed. This is so nice and we love it so much. So I just want to say thank you to Umbra. Another piece we got from them, which I still have to hang up, is this awesome pebble mirror. Like look at the shape of this thing. I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to focus, but this thing is so nice. That's you guys right there. This thing is so nice and like, I don't know. I just can't wait to hang it up. So you can hang it up in like any orientation you want, I guess. I'm just waiting to get like a media console to hang it above so I know which height to put it at. So for now it's just sitting on the floor, which is sad. We also got these beautiful shower organizers from them. I think they're like super clean looking and it's just a very good like storage solution. We didn't really have anywhere to put our like body wash and stuff at all. There was no cubbies in our shower. So this was a no-brainer and I love the way they look. I think they're super clean. So yeah, that is it for now. A lot of new products, a lot of things to be very grateful for, a lot of interesting purchases, but if you made it this far in the video, honestly, thank you for watching. The growth is really inspiring. The positive feedback is really inspiring. And it just means a lot that you guys are here. I've done a lot of things in my life that I just knew weren't what I was meant to be doing. I was an iron worker for like 7 or 8 years. I was in real estate for like 3, bartended for like 3, all the other odds and ends of like landscaping and stuff. And I just always knew like, no, this isn't for me. But so I'm just so grateful to have found this sort of like outlet on social media where I can kind of connect with you guys and relate to you and hopefully inspire you. Because it's truly like saving my life. I don't know what I would do without you guys. I know this is a dumb like recent pickups video and I don't need to get this deep, but it is true. Like the fact that I'm in like this beautiful house with a beautiful girlfriend, a beautiful dog, reviewing these beautiful products with this amazing view in this amazing city, making a living off of it. And I'm just at the beginning. Is like, if you told me this 5 years ago, I'd probably tell you you were nuts, and I would also laugh and be like, yeah, that would be nice. By no means am I like wealthy or like rich, but the fact that I get to do this with my life is it's just amazing. And I think I have to express how grateful I am more often, because I don't ever want to take this for granted, because I could be, you know, stuck on a construction site fucking blasting in windows on a high rise in Toronto, or welding some bullshit in the middle of Petawawa, 2 hours north of Ottawa, in minus 40 degrees Celsius, sleeping in a motel for 5 days a week. Oh my God. I can't believe I did all that. So anyways, all that to say thank you for being here. If you watch all the way to the end of the video, you're the fucking best. Please click subscribe. It would mean the world to me. It already does that you're watching, but if you click that button, it would just, you know, take it to the next level. Thank you guys very much again for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.